What's going on? It's Jonathan. A lot of this community, you'll hear the term endgame. Someone's endgame is when they finally find a headphone, IEM, and a combination with their amp and their DAC that they feel is the end. They finally found the sound they want, they found perfection, and this is how they're going to stop. Many times people's endgames changes or, FOMO, fear of missing out. They see something new out there and they think, oh, it might be better. But I've heard so many times about the Monarch 3 and Endgame and how it's a lot of people's endgame. So I had to check it out myself and find out, is it my endgame? So let's do the unboxing on Thieaudio Monarch 3. So the Monarch 3 is $999, and then if you want to get custom plates on them, it can be a little bit more expensive. I think $1,150, not $1,500. So what do you get? You get this box, and once you slide this off, you have, we figure out the side, this flap, and it's magnetic. And inside the box, you will find the Monarch 3. You have your case in here, and inside this case, you will find various things like your adapters. You got a 2.5. Well, it comes with 2.5, 3.5, and 4.4. And you also find your various tips in a cleaning cloth inside there. And it's a nice little case. It's a sturdy case. You can feel comfortable putting your Monarchs in here, especially for $1,000. So let's get to the sound impression. So let's talk a little bit about the IEMs, fit and finish, and all that good jazz. These are a tribrid, which means they have 3 different kind of drivers in them, and there are 10 of them in here. So you've got 2 bass, 6 armature drivers, and you've got 2 more E-stat drivers. And I think these are the base model, the $999 model. And I think they're absolutely gorgeous. They have this smoky look, looks like kind of smoke filtering up. And then you've got Thieaudio written on it. So it's a very good looking IEM. I also very much like the cord that comes with it. It is a very nice, very thick cord. When it comes to them being comfortable, I find them very comfortable. The tip doesn't seem to be that large, and I can get a really excellent seal on these, and it blocks out a lot of sound. Removing the cord is easy, just a pull up, and it's pretty sturdy, and then putting it back in is easy as well. So pretty much fit and finish. It is very sturdy, very good looking, and very comfortable IEM. So let's talk about sound. I'm actually going to do this a little bit differently and make sure that I'm nailing the songs, because we listen to these wonderful instruments, be it an IEM or a headphone, to enjoy our music. And I was actually kind of shocked by these because it's not a sound signature that I even knew I liked, but I get ahead of myself. The first thing, if you get these, I would listen to is there's a group called the Yellow Jackets. I got to see them in concert back when I was in high school at the jazz festival that we had in Greeley, Colorado. And I got to knock on the door and say, hey, you guys are on after like all the competition. And that jazz group has always blown me away. But they're on our older album, they have a song called Man Facing North. On one of their newer albums, they actually added a female to the mix to sing along. So in the beginning of the song, there's this bass and this female singing. And these Monarchs can be so delicate. And with them singing together, it's just such an immersion into clarity, beautiful sound, and it's just mind-boggling. Like the bass is just subtle, and it's just very clear and detailed and nice. So you listen to a song like that. Then flip it to something like Bad Boy, or not Bad Boy, what is it? Bad Guy. And then this is when these bad boys really sing, because they have some of the best slam bass you will ever hear in an IEM, and it's detailed, and it's just not too much, because on top of that, you have these amazing mids that are clear, separated, tell where the instruments are at, but they're just amazing full body mids. And then on top of that, you've got these amazingly extended treble that's just not too harsh, it's just perfect. So when you put the tuning together, depending on what you're listening to, these things can be so subtle, so good. Like Dominique Philon, when you listen to Birds, like when the bass comes in, but it comes in a natural way. But if you listen, something that has such incredible, amazing bass to it, these things slam, and it's extraordinary experience, because they can go from quiet to loud. They can transition. The dynamics are amazing. It's just awesome. Soundstage is good, but it's just, they're so clear. They're so much fun in listening to these, because they can do so many different styles of music brilliantly. If it's something that has subtle bass, they will play that subtle bass. It'll be detailed bass. They've got mid bass, sub bass. It just sounds really good. But if it's something with huge bass slam, oh, they come in. And they come in hard, but it's so detailed and beautiful, and it's not overpowering. It blends in with the textures of everything else that are going on with the mids and the highs, that it's an amazing sound. Going back to Polyphia, Playing God, or I like the one with Steve Vai, and I can't think of the name of it, but there's a lot of fast drumming. There's a lot of splash. There's a lot of cymbal play. The guitars are picking. It's super fast. And these things keep up and make it sound amazing. Like, it's just so much fun listening to something like that, or if you want to pull back and listen to a beautiful singing rendition of something, just one of your favorite songs. They bring out the clarity in the voice. You can just hear every nuance. You can hear the dynamic. And it's just, this is the first headphone that was not really what I thought it was going to be like when it came to sound. I heard that they were bassy. I heard the bass, just a lot of bass, right? But you really don't hear about the other things. So when I first came into it, I wasn't sure if I was going to like them, A, and B, I just was kind of held back a little bit by what I'd read. But my God, I love this type of sound signature. This is a fun little journey in sound that we have by trying out these different products, because you might not even know what you love until you hit it. And I really hit it with these. Like, I just love how you've got all this bass, you've got these glorious mids that are clear, separated, you've got these highs that mix in and give it a shine to it. Everything sparkles, and it all blends into one hell of an amazing, crazy, awesome, good sound. So, after saying all that, I think you know the answer to, is this something that I would buy? Yeah, it's very rare. It's happened a couple times already in doing these reviews where I'm stunned by something. A, stunned by it because I didn't think I was going to like that sound signature, and B, stunned by it because it just sounded so good. Especially with, I listen to a lot of different types of music, be it classical, jazz, blues, rock, R&B, some rap. These Thieaudio Monarch 3s make music so enjoyable. They make it so fun. Now, it is $1,000, and that's a lot of money. But these can conceivably be like my Endgame, where I'm going to continue reviewing stuff, and it's not going to bias me, because even though I do like this sound signature, and I think it's incredible what they did in the tuning on these, I still have to be objective. But for me, personally, could this be my Endgame? Oh yeah, for sure. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions or anything like that, leave a comment and I'll get back to you, and I'll see you next time.